and welcome back to the 6 a.m. Club where we start our day inspired. Today, I am pre-recording this episode for you. Typically, I record these episodes Saturday morning and just publish it right immediately, like they're almost live. But this time, I am batching up some recording of the podcast because as you're listening to this, if you're listening the day that is going out, we are in the middle of spring break and we're enjoying a fun vacation with the family. But I didn't want to miss the opportunity to come here and share with you a new quote and hopefully help you to start your weekend or your day, whatever day you're listening to this episode, inspired. Because that's what we do here in the 6 a.m. Club. So let's dig into today's quote. And the quote says, "Be loud about the things that are important to you." One more time, be loud about the things that are important to you. We have been talking this year a lot here on the podcast. We started actually the 6 a.m. Club this year with some mindset mantras. And we've been talking a lot about this year being different and how important it is to identify what matters most to us as the very first step to make the year, the month, the week, the day different when we are more intentional about showing up for what is most important to us. And today we're coming back to that theme in a way with this quote, because after we've done the work of identifying and gaining clarity around what matters most to us, what are the things, the people that are most important in our lives, we need to be loud about those things, about those people, about those relationships, about those experiences, about what matters most. And what does being loud about these things mean? Here is my interpretation of what that means. I think it was a very smart way to create a short but so nutrient-dense quote. That was an awkward expression, I guess, but I can't find the right words to express this. It's a very short quote, but there's so much behind just this word, loud. What does loud mean? And the way I see it, the way I interpret this is loud is not only in our voice, right? In saying the things that are important. Because I think you can be loud and empty at the same time. And that is not what the intent of this quote is. Loud is so much more than just the tone of the voice. Loud is making sure that it is clear, that you're amplifying those things, that you're walking the talk and walking the walk when it comes to what matters most to you. Being loud about the things that are important to you is making sure that when something comes your way that is not aligned with what matters most, when something comes your way that maybe it's even contrary or in opposition or fight with what is most important to you, that you are very straightforward, that you have no fear in saying no to those things, that you loudly protect what is most important to you, that you are able to learn to say no to the things that are not aligned to what matters most to you. Being loud about the things that matter most to you means as well that you speak with your actions, and your actions speak volumes of what your priorities are, what the things that matter most to you are. Being loud about the things that are most important to you, it's also making sure that you're trying, and I'm very intentional picking this word, in doing your best to honor the things that matter most to you. We know that there's going to be times that we're not going to be like that because life is not perfect and we are not perfect. But as long as our intention is strong, right, around showing up for the things that matter most, showing in alignment with our priorities, that's what being loud means to me. It's not only about talking about it. It's not about shouting it from the rooftops. In fact, you don't need to tell people what is most important to you. You just need to show them what is most important to you. Your actions in this case speak louder than your words. Because remember, a lot of times we can speak very loud and our words being very empty. Don't be that person. Let your actions speak louder than your words when it comes to showing those that are most important to you or the things that are most important to you. Know that they are, in fact, the most important thing for you. So my invitation for you today, because I always like to close these episodes with an invitation to a call to action, is to reflect back on the things. If you have been following along on the podcast, you probably have done this exercise with me before, but if you haven't, today is a great opportunity to do it. Gain clarity on what is most important to you, and then think about how can you be loud around the things or about the things that are most important to you. How can you be loud, not only with your words, but most importantly, with your actions? And being loud with your actions doesn't mean that you need to take bold, big actions. Sometimes the little actions go longer way than any big, bold action that you can take. But being consistent with those little, small actions is what creates that compound effect over time, that creates that clarity for those around you around what is most important to you. Okay, that was our episode for today. I hope you're having an amazing day. I am sure we will be having an amazing day in our vacation. I can't wait to get back to talk to you again on a new episode of the Leading Yourself podcast.